Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Cabal Online. This is part 12, I believe. This actually might be the last part of the series, but I don't know yet. We're actually almost done this scenario, believe it or not. You know, we're really close to level 100. This probably will be the last thing we do, but I guess we'll find out, huh? So the first thing is we got to collect a bunch of side quests. So there's one here, and there's a couple in Green Despair. But we need to go to the warp gates to meet with Hell. So we got to go do that. All right. So we got to go to Green Despair. Let's get some quests here. There's a couple of them. One from Colin, two from Collins actually. This is the one we have to collect all those pumpkins. I talked about that earlier. And any other ones we have to do? Oh, we gotta go to Techie. Alright. Let's go to Techie. Alright. Green Despair. Or Desert Scream. Techie is over here, I believe. Yep, there he is. Alright. Let's actually switch back over to Channel 1. Oh, we are on Channel 1. Okay, never mind. I thought I was in Channel 2. Anyway. Alright, let's go meet with Hale. See what he has to say about the thing we did last time. Oh, did you come? I've looked for you for a long time. Hee, I kept my promise scrupulously. Here it is, the bug. Don't ever think of honing it off and giving this to Sirius directly. Do you understand? Yes, thank you. Alright, so we have to go to, where do we have to go? Oh, we have to go to Prometheus' base. Right. Okay. Well, I guess with that said, let's go to Undead Ground and let's get some of these quests done. What do you guys think? Alright. Alright, so we're here at the House of the Dead. Let's go talk to Sirius and give him the bug. Or tell him we have the bug. Oh, you came. You brought the bug from Hale. Good job. Good job. Don't do that. Don't give it to me. You should infiltrate Prometheus' headquarters with it and install the bug in covert places. Take care. Alright, so now we gotta go to Prometheus' base, so... Which is, yeah, all the way over there, and we have a bunch of quests to do, so let's go do those quests, and then we'll be back. Alright, we're all done with those, so let's go to the Prometheus base and let's plant that bug. Alright, find a place to put it. This guy's here. Here we go. Found some old split wires between a crack that enemies cannot easily detect. Alright, connect the bug to the wire. Alright, let's go back. And yeah, we're all done with these, so let's go report to Sirius. Thank you. That's mine, sir. If you don't want it, I'll take it, dumb bot. Alright. Alright, let's figure out the enemies with the bug and plan our next move. Nothing from that. Alright, let's go back in. We finally got a clue. With the bugs you installed in Prometheus' headquarters, we found out the location of the ASC controller. Really? Where is it? At the Tower of the Dead. It wasn't that far away. Rin took Sirius and headed to the Tower of the Dead first. He told you to come to the Tower of the Dead as soon as possible. As soon as I get in touch with Mystic Blade, I'll tell him the news and go there right away as well. Alright. Let's go fight let's go fight Regal and get that ASC controller destroyed. Alright, here we are. Let's do this. Spooky silence. Thick scent of blood floods into spooky chillness. Let's find Rid and Sirius. Ah, you came. What happened? Where's Sirius? I entered the Tower of the Dead with Sirius. At the moment, Lich Regal's subordinates ambushed us. Sirius got me outside because I'm injured, and entered the Tower of the Dead alone. Lich Regal and Lord of Destruction are probably inside the tower to obtain the ASC controller as well. I hope Sirius is okay. Don't worry about me. Go inside the Tower of the Dead and help Sirius. Hurry. Oh, there's Sirius. We gotta kill all these Linehor zombies first. You came. I'm alright. So eventually, Prometheus, Lord of Destruction, and the Guardian Sword get together in front of the ASC controller. The future of Nevereth that we struggle to preserve will be determined here. How? Oh, let's get Sirius out of here. After a rough battle, you made the time to escape with Sirius. Get out of here before Regal subordinates come in flocks. Alright. Back to the House of the Undead. Now, we do get Seal of Damnation from this quest for some reason. I guess it's just going to give us to us for free. Even though we're nowhere near Transcender yet, so... yeah, it's no big deal. I'm not really planning on getting the Transcender, so it's really no big deal. Thanks to you, Sirius is still alive. He's still in Critical Edition. I believe he'll get over this. Thank you. And here's Seal of Damnation. This is our first Transcender skill, but we can't use it, obviously. But we can level up Infernal Impact. And Hard Luck. Alright, cool. Go back inside. What you're supposed to do was to protect was not me. Your judgment was wrong. What do you mean? After all, I don't have long to live, but Lich Regal will try to get an ASC controller when you're trying to save me. You, listen to me. Even if the ASC controller is destroyed, do not be deprived to give it to Prometheus' hands. And there's nothing to do to prevent the Lord of Destruction's berserk. There is still Patron's ego in the Lord of Destruction, or his humanity. The goal of the Lord of Destruction is to destroy the ASC controller, which can control his power, and to have his own destructive power. But there are still opportunities to try the self-seal, as long as Patron's ego still remains in it. However, if Prometheus takes the ASC controller before that, it's over. So what should I do? Without the ASC controller, even Prometheus is not easy to subdue the Lord of Destruction's power. Go back to the Tower of the Dead in a hurry. You must destroy the ASC controller. How can I? It is possible. Since the attack of the Lord of Destruction, the ASC controller is like cracked glass. The power of the Lord of Destruction is strong beyond compare. However, your power is enough to destroy the ASC controller. Hurry up. Yes, I will. Alright. Now, let's go confront Lich Regal. And let's destroy the ASC controller. Alright, here we go. Once again. Let's find the ASC controller faster than Prometheus gets it. We got some screamers in here. There it is. Wait. Alright, let's destroy this thing. Boom! And it's gone. You destroyed our 1,000-year plan. Lord of Destruction, the Lord of Destruction's power. We, Prometheus, originally created it. Since the ASC controller is destroyed, no one can stop the Lord of Destruction now. Even you, Guardian Sword, can't stop the great destruction in Evereth. What? But he still has human will. Human will? Ha! You still believe in the will of foolish and weak humans? Millions of years passed, and tens of thousands of attempts were there, but humans failed to establish the perfect civilization. We just had the chance to eliminate all inferior beings who would cause failure of civilization and to establish a new world with perfectly clean civilization. Your foolishness is bringing my master's fury. You will not survive as the previous Sage Regal, revived as Lich, will punish you. And here's our next story boss, Lich Regal. What a boss. Destroyed the ASC controller and killed the leader Prometheus, Lich Regal. Head to the tower, House of the Undead. Wow, that was really anticlimactic, wasn't it? Oh, look, a muster card. Thank you for dropping all these items for me. I really appreciate it. I don't know why he's not picking them up. Maybe he, I don't know, maybe his inventory's full or something. Anyway. Thank goodness you're here. Since the ASC controller has been destroyed and Lich Regal is dead, Prometheus' days will be numbered. How serious. He's unconscious. I think we might have to prepare ourselves for the worst. When he opened his eyes, the first thing he said is that we did everything in our power. Now all we can do is hope that Patron is still alive somewhere in the Lord of Destruction. Then he said self-sealing may be the only hope for a true new era for humans. Then we lost him again. I think we're losing him. Well, that's the end of that scenario, but now we have to go say goodbye to Sirius. Sirius, never opened his eyes again. Pay your friends a visit. I thought Sirius would live forever. I still can't believe it. Please, I hope no one else leaves me like this from now on. Patron, now everything depends on that child's will. I wanted to go after you at Went, but I was too late. We should be trusted and followed. How should we advance? How only this apocalypse card that Sirius left me can remind us of him. Now, what will we become of Nevereth? If only I didn't chase the Lord of Destruction so carelessly. If only I wasn't injured. Then I would have made sure Sirius didn't leave us like this. No one blames you, but there's no point on punishing yourself. Now that I could start moving a little, if the Lord of Destruction fails to self-seal, I will fight until the end. Even if it's for nothing, I will stop the Great Destruction until I die. I'm sorry. If only I could have contacted Freed a little faster, it could have been different. When I returned, everything was over. Yuan, I agree with her opinion. While we wait for the Lord of Destruction self-seal, we must prepare for the failure as well. Alright. There's something suspicious going on in the continent. It's probably related to the Lord of Destruction. Go to the continent and figure out what's going on and how the public is reacting. First, meet Officer Dunhike at Desert Scream. Okay? So, it looks like Patron is now on an absolute rampage. Because, you know, nothing can stop him or control him now, so, besides himself. So, it's going to get a little crazy around here. We did unlock, for reaching level 95, we did unlock the next map, which is Forgotten Ruin, but we're not going to go there. We're going to buy... Yeah, we're going to buy Art of Curse. because that's a really, really powerful debuff skill. So we're going to get that on there. Any other side quests we have to do here? We have to go talk to Miles. Miles strategy. And we have to talk to some other people as well. We also have a quest for the Volcanic Citadel, as you can see, which is the next quest at level 95. We also unlocked War Clouds, which is the quest line back then, which unlocked a nation, but we're not going to be doing that until the very end. There's also Scalad. You remember Scalad, that crazy guy? Yeah, he's now at level 95. This is kind of where the game starts to open up a little bit, but so we have to go to Green Despair to turn in some quests, and then we have to go to Desert Scream to turn in some other quests and also get some new quests as well. So let's go do that. Oh, interesting. Anyway. So let's go to Green Despair first and turn in these quests and stuff. So yeah, this is going to be it, guys. This is going to be the last episode until, unless I decide to do an extra one, which I probably will. But we'll see. We'll see how well I feel. But this is probably going to be the end here. Level 96. You know, we're getting there. Level Bard Curse some more. We can level up Assassinate some more. Awesome. Alright, cool. We need to talk to the instructor. Oh, instructor's recommendation. Yeah, we need that. Okay. Alright. Era of Humans. Yeah, okay, so they're... Yeah, well, we'll learn about that later, but it's no big deal. Alright, so we need to go to Desert Scream now, and, alright, let's get rid of these. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, Desert Scream we go. Alright, let's talk to Techie first and turn in this quest. Then we have to talk to, who else we have to talk to here? Somebody. Oh, Donghike again. Quest in Fort Runa? Alright. Alright. You, haven't seen you in a long time. Your face, I guess you've been through a lot. After the death of Viradrix was known in the public, many were grieving. It was like everything in the world stopped. Did something happen? But everyone knew. Calm silence after Viradrix's death was like a night before the storm. Uh-oh. The death of Viradrix came to Neverathians as a symbol of the beginning of the Sage Tower's destruction. Neverathians began to question, where is the Sage Tower? Why does the Sage Tower control us? And what is the Sage Tower hiding from us? Along with these questions, the Sage Tower became less influential in Neverathians. I heard it's worse in the Pasture Continent. Alright, let's go to Green Despair, figure out what's going on there. Yeah, he wants to go to Forgotten Ruin. But we don't have to worry about that yet. So let's not worry about that. Bam. Alright. Okay, let's go see what's going on in Pasture. Can't be good, I'll tell you that much. Did you hear the rumor? Last night there was a gigantic explosion somewhere in Neverith. Many people witnessed enormous sounds that echoed all throughout the land and sky, and bright light like a lightning bolt. Some people are talking that it means the destruction of the Sage Tower. We don't know what is truth. Hale might know about it. I don't know why. He has his warp gate open recently. Let's go see what Hale knows. Has Patchen really destroyed the Sage Tower? That can't be good. Alright, let's go talk to Hale. And Hale has his warp gate open and isn't having anyone here. I knew you would come. There's a rumor in Neverith about the destruction of the Sage Tower, right? It's true. The Sage Tower really destroyed? Did you not hear what I just said? So you still can't hear well. Listen to me carefully. The Sage Tower was destroyed by the Lord of Destruction. The strange thing is that no sage was surprised. It's as if they expected it. They just observed everything with sad looks on their faces. Maybe they expected it when they learned of Sirius's death. Hale seems to know more than expected. One sure thing is that the Sage Tower, the power figure that led Nevereth until now, is no more. If the Lord of Destruction carries out the self-seal as he did 1,000 years ago, absolute power that repeats destruction and reestablishment of civilization will completely vanish. And Nevereth will be divided into two that follow either Sage Capella or Sage Procyon, actual politicians among the 7 sages, and a war between the two will be inevitable. And that war will mark the beginning of the era of humans. How do you know all of this? You might think of me as some confused, eccentric old man who's addicted to gambling, but my old friend Sirius seemed to have trusted me. I guess he knew that what was going to happen to him. He sent me a letter to tell you all this story when you came to visit me one day. Sirius sent you a letter? Here, I told you everything. When you return to your peers, tell Officer Henkoff of Bloody Ice that the destruction of the Sage Tower is true. Well, there you have it. Capella and Procyon, they are the two factions in Cabal. Oh, look, there's a GM here. Hello, GM. Can you give me a GM buff, please? Or are you just going to sit there and just do nothing? Well, I think she's going to sit there and do nothing. Anyway, let's go and talk to Henkoff. So the strange phenomenon that last night is really from the destruction of the Sage Tower? Lord of Destruction. Is there really going to be a great destruction in Nevereth? Oh, we also got Lightning Revenge, which is another Transcender skill, which we, of course, can't use. So. There's a message for you. Go to Warehouse Guard Fisher, okay? Look, we can max out Hard Luck. Nice. Max that Infernal Impact. Nice. Awesome. No, I do not accept a kill and invite. Alright. Yo, it's been a long time. The person called Rin from Undead Ground sent you a message. She says it's urgent. She's telling you to return right away. I think it's urgent. You think so? You think it's urgent? Nah, can't be urgent, guys. Totally not. Alright, let's go back to Undead Ground and go figure out what's going on. Alright, we're back at the house. I just realized I started recording a little too late, but it's okay. Anyway. We have a problem. The Lord of Destruction. No. Patron. He took Aranel to the Altar of Eternity. Patron took Aranel? It happened so fast. Even Mystic Blade couldn't stop it. What is it? Did Patron's will come out on surface? Did the Lord of Destruction come to Aranel for self-seal? I'm extremely worried for Aranel. I will go to the Altar of Eternity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on the final battle, the final level, the final quest, the legendary Altar of Eternity, which we are going to be doing after we do these side quests. So let's get those done first, and then we're going to go challenge the Lord of Destruction. That was a hard battle. I mean, Jesus. It's like, you know, it was all prepared for this final fight with the Lord of Destruction. Wait, what? That's it? He's already did. What? What's happening? No. 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 This was supposed to be the final. What? Well, if you're curious as to what the final battle of the Lord of Destruction looked like, it looked something like this. Yeah, it was pretty epic to say the least. So, the final fight with Patron was removed from the game. Although the dungeon remains exactly the same, and as you can see, this was a pretty hard dungeon, and it's also a unique story dungeon that's only available in this quest. The original quest called Patron was extremely difficult, and a lot of people complained about it. So, what they ended up doing was removing the final boss in the game. Now, why was Patron so hard of a boss? Well, firstly, everything in here does a bajillion damage. If you actually don't, even if you have like a fully upgraded osmium set, you can just barely survive. Back in Vanilla Cabal at level 97, 96, you're probably not going to have that. So, a lot of people weren't able to complete this dungeon. However, back in the day, it also had a high chance of dropping Shadow Titanium gear, like slotted Shadow Titanium gear, as well as upgrade cores. So, a lot of people ended up just farming this dungeon for XP and for money and resources until around level 106, and then 105, 106, and then they would finish the dungeon. Some people would even go on further than that. So the final boss with Patron, the Lord of Destruction, who, by the way, is this guy in the video. Yeah, remember him? That's the Lord of Destruction. So basically how the fight would work is if you tried to use Battle Mode 2, he would reflect all of the damage back at you, so you couldn't do that. Any attack that had multiple hits, such as Assassinate, Infernal Impact, Infernal Stigma, etc., would only deal one hit worth of damage. So for example, if I used Assassinate and it did 900 damage per hit, he would only take 900 damage. And he also had a ridiculous amount of skills that did a lot of stupid damage. So, needless to say, it was a pretty hard boss fight. And you might have saw in the video how the Force Blader was kind of just dancing around, attacking with Abyssal Crystal and his ranged attacks. That was pretty much the way to defeat him. But it was fun. And yeah, it was hard, but it was the final boss of the story, so it was supposed to be hard. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough of my rant. Let's actually finish this dungeon. And, yeah. Warrior, I thought I would never see you. It's me for now, Patron. This is the last. I am suppressing the other demon inside me with my last power. This is the last chance. We have no time. Don't look at me so sad. It's my destiny. The power I possess. It's a bless as well as a curse. A strong power comes with its responsibility. Self-seal is my responsibility to my power, and it is a blessing that can free Neverathians from absolute power. Help, so Aranel can carry out the seal, her second duty as the king's companion. I know. I know what you want to say. I know what Patron really wants, so I will do it. This is the best for everyone. Don't worry about me and leave here in advance. Only I and Patron should stand for the moment of self-seal. It's not easy, but Aranel, it all depends on you. And that's the Altar of Eternity. The final battle, mission, story dungeon thing in the scenario. And it's fun, but disappointing that they removed the final boss. I don't know why they did that. It's whatever. Well, now you kind of know what the Lord of Destruction kind of looks like. I hope that video kind of helped. I'll link it in the description if you want to see the full battle, but yeah, it's a little disappointing. But anyway, that's basically it. Here, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So we're just about done. That's basically the major part of the end of the story there. You came. Aranel came back too. She looked very hard. So, the Lord of Destruction was sealed. Although we ultimately stopped the Great Destruction and saved Neverith, the imperfect era of humans that begins with a war awaits us. Anyways, I'm glad that Aranel and you are both safe. You look exhausted. Rest a little. So if you're curious, that conversation was between Aranel and Patron before she sealed him. Anyways, we got to go back in the house here. Let's see what's going on. Looks like everyone's here. You came. We were talking about going our own paths from now. I intend to protect Aranel until she grows up enough to protect herself in the chaotic time of war. If Virdrix was still alive, she would have asked me to do so. I will look for the Thieves Guild members who survived from Cashew's execution. They supported me until the end, and I shall do the same. Shall do something to help them. Sirius said one day. He told me to remember a Guardian Sword every time I look at this Apocalypse card. Although most fell before Prometheus and the Lord of Destruction, I feel that there are still people living as the Guardian Swords somewhere in Nevereth. I'm going to go look for them. Me. Isn't it obvious? I'll chase Silverwood again. There are many more issues I need to resolve with him. One of us will have to die in the end to end the story. Ha. Tedious yet persistent relationship. I would love to hear the story one day. Alright. Mystic Blade is something to tell us. Yes, what are you going to do from now? You look like you don't know the answer yet. Well, then I'll give you something to do before I leave. Complete a small tombstone for those who passed before us. Ike, Aldebaran, Virdrix, and Sirius. I was making them a valley near the House of the Dead, but they are still there unfinished. Absolutely. Alright, let's get over there. There it is. I found the pieces of the tombstone that Mystic Blade couldn't finish. The tombstone is complete. Ike, Aldebaran, Virdrix, and Sirius. I hope they rest in peace. And we get one of our Transcender skills as well. I'm gonna go with Fetal Enervation. Actually, no, let's go to Curse and Freeze. Let's do that one. Oh, we don't have anything in first base. Alright, hold on. Let's get rid of these guys first. They're really annoying. Oh, these zombie fighters, man. They are really annoying. Don't get this. Alright, there we go. Any other buffs we can do? Nope. Looks like we're good for now. Alright. Oh, we actually have to level up to 99 before we do this. Oh, we're actually almost done. Sweet. Alright, let's let's go back and turn in these quests, and then that'll be it. Alright, so we gotta talk to, who do we have to talk to? Miles, right? Yeah, we gotta talk to Miles. Wow, the deck gave us? No, Miles, that gave us a lot. We gotta go to Green Despair, too. So let's go to Green Despair. And here we go. And we gotta talk to the housekeeper as well. They give us a lot of quests from that, but it's alright. Any other quests we can do over here? There's some quests here. Let's see what Nodaka wants. Oh, so it wants us to go plant some soil. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that, no problem. We should go do these first, actually. Alright, who else do we need to talk to? Grocer. Spectre's Yellow Jewel. Okay, yeah, so we do have some quests we still need to do in Undead Ground, so we might as well get those done. Oh, we don't need to do that. That's Tower of the Dead enough. Elder Spectre's Hair, okay. Anything else? Something from Henkoff? I don't know what he wants. Kill Wraiths in Undead Ground, okay, we can do that as well. Alright, how much XP do we need to level up, actually? not going to tell us, is it? I guess it's not going to tell us. I was hoping we'd be able to do that, but oh, I guess what we should do is go to Undead Ground and finish these last few side quests, and then we will finish the story, and we will go into the war between the sages. So let's get over there and let's complete those quests. Alright, that's all done. Thought it was fun to show a little montage of me killing stuff. I don't know, just thought it would be interesting. Alright. Yeah, we're actually going to go to Bring to Spare, because we'll turn in that quest, and then we should, I think, be level 100 after we finish the last story quest, but we'll see. We shall see indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so let's go to Nodaka and turn in this quest here. Yep, okay, we're good. So we're at 218 out of 288, so we're actually really, really close to Transcender, but it doesn't really matter that much. Alright, so let's go to Port Lux, and let's head over to Fort Runa, and we have a lot of stuff to do. Well, not a lot of stuff, but we have a few more things to take care of, and then we're done. So, here we go. Let's go to Fort Runa. And let's talk to Solmia, I think wants to talk to us, the little kid. Yep, he's down there. Warrior, you look extremely exhausted. Yes, so many things have happened. You look pale. You need some rest. Go to Soyoung. She can give you some medicine to cheer you up. The entire Nevereth is getting anxious about the upcoming war. You're my hero. You shouldn't be sick, hee hee. Yes, thank you. I'll go to Soyoung. Welcome. I was waiting for you. Did you know I was coming? Yes. A person named Mystic Blade just came. He gave me a medicine bottle and told me to give it to an exhausted young warrior when he comes. And that it's not over for him yet. Here, take this medicine bottle. You should take the medicine right now. You're about to collapse anytime. Warrior Star. During the new era of human, the world will soon call you again. It is your destiny. Do not forget. Do not forget that you are still the Warrior Star, regardless of the era.
제대로 쳐냈다.
And that is the end of the Cabal Online scenario. We've reached our goal of level 100, and we have finished the quests that we wanted to finish. But there is still some unfinished business. We still need to pick a nation. And from that trailer for episode 2, oof, there's a war coming, guys. And, well, frankly, I think we need to pick a side. So, without further ado, let's figure out who we're going to be fighting for. So the first person we need to talk to is Cox in Desert Scream, who's going to give us a little bit of a background behind the War of the Sages. And then we need to talk to Morrison to actually pick our nation. So, I'm not going to tell you which one I'm going to pick, but hopefully you guys are going to take votes. And we'll see what happens. So let's head over there and let's finish this off by picking the nation and ending the series. Now, we still have to do the level 100 rank up quest. We still have to do Volcanic Citadel alongside that. So I'll probably put that in an extra part, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet. But it's not going to be a part of the main series per se. So first things first. Oh wait, we had to go to Desert Scream, but I want to turn in these quests first, just to get them out of the way. Also to get some more skill XP. We're not quite Transcender, but we're very, very close. Alright, so we need to go to Cox, right? Yeah, Desert Scream. Alright, so let's head over there, and we will finish this up. Alright, here's Cox over here. Alright. Alright, Foolish War. The news coming into the Nevereth Post Service is somewhat a bit unusual. As we handle a great deal of information, it is apparent, according to the news of the various branches, that all of Nevereth is currently experiencing considerable hardship. Do you want to hear the news from the continent Huon? Yes, please. You are aware that a war has arisen between Junin and Midenak, did you not? Also, there is a temporary cease. However, all parties are tiring as the investigation into the interference of demons is going at snail's pace. What's more, there are rumors that the mercenary armies contracted by each polis are inciting a restart of combat as they fear becoming out of work. Please tell me more. Amid such circumstances, there are reports from various places that demons are wreaking havoc. You know, don't you, that their numbers must be maintained at orderly levels. It seems that being on such useless standby statues for so long has led to the inevitable neglect of such needs. Though the situation is slightly less dire in combat, the colonies... in the combat colonies that may have many trainees, that of the regular colonies is extremely serious. This problem appears very serious. Oh, this is for killing never mind, this is not the quest I thought it was, but hold on one second, let me check. Alright, well I just looked it up, and yeah, so the quest for War Clouds, so It's really convoluted, and it actually still follows the old storyline. So we're actually not going to do it because it's going to be out of context, and it's also not really that apparent. And it's also going to take a very, very long time, so I'm not going to bother with it. So never mind that. Let's just go pick our goddamn nation, because I thought War Clouds was going to be a little bit more interesting than that. Now, War Clouds originally was the quest line you had to do to pick a nation in the Vanilla Cabal, because you didn't unlock that until, you know, the storyline was completed. So let's go talk to Morrison and let's go pick our nation. There is actually something that follows this once you do, so we'll do that and then we'll be done. So that sucks, but whatever. Alright, Morrison, what you got? You seem to be busy lately. Let me tell you this. In the past, incidents of content and effective measures recently having a lot of trouble across the ocean. Last month. Alright, so let's just go from this. As you know, there are 7 sages in the Sage Tower. You may have heard about the 3 sages that are respected as the spiritual leaders. Sage Procyon of the largest continent Huon, Sage Capella of Pasture Continent, and Sage Pollux of Mirdrith. and we now know who Sage Pollux is. Among them, Sage Pollux is the only one who takes no interest in politics. Basically, Sage Capella and Sage Procyon are the only influences. The letters from them. Yes, and it troubles me. We don't have any actual relationship to either one of the continents, but I'm worried, especially now as Great Sage Sirius is absent, that their plan has a high possibility of putting this Neverrath into danger. Each one of them is recruiting Neverrathians that support their political goals, which basically splits the people into two factions. The idea is to bring peace and prosperity to Neverrath by gaining more power under their command, but I don't know if it turns out to be exactly as they say. Well, I may worry too much. Sage Capella and Sage Procyon are recruiting supporters. At the same time, I think, they may be able to make great changes, bringing another prosperous age to this continent that would remind us of the spirit of the Neverrathian frontiers, if their plan really succeeds. Considering how perilous world we're living in, joining one of the sages and having people on my side may not be a bad idea. Separating the two factions, however, means disputes, and that's what I'm worried about. After all, everything comes with a price. Let me ask you a question. What are you fighting for? Since the Great Destruction, Neverrath has been suffering disorder and disputes, and countless warriors were killed in vain. If you have no idea what you're fighting for, you won't last long. Even veteran warriors need something to rely on. What am I fighting for? Do you have an answer to my question? If you do, I suggest you go with the flow and join one of the sages. I understand it's a difficult decision to make, but being in a group is a huge advantage to you in the sense of security and growth. As an officer of a colony under direct command of the Sage Tower, I'm assigned to deliver the propositions of Sage Capella and Sage Procyon to warriors. If you want, I can help you choose either one of the sages and fight for what you want. But remember, as soon as you declare your choice, you'll make yourself involved in a great war of the age. A war has begun. Whichever side you choose, I want you to continue doing your best to achieve your goal. From now on, you'll be affected by the current of the times, whether you want to or not. That means you'll have to fight people that you don't agree with, you and your faction. Or one day, you might have to turn against your people. Until then, I hope you'll do your best to stand by your decision. I'd like to choose a sage. Do you want to declare which sage side you're on? Good. The sages have a different goal from each other. Sage Capella wants to make this world where everyone gets paid as much as they tried. And Sage Procyon wants to unite this entire world under his government. I'm not allowed to express my opinion freely, as I'm an officer working for the Sage Tower. Well, the previous Sage Tower. But I think either sage has a fair chance to succeed their goal. I will support Sage Capella. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to bring this series to a close. Thank you so much for the people who have been watching. If you've actually watched this whole thing, I suggest you get up and get to stretch out or something, because, wow. So yeah, it's been quite a journey. This has definitely been really fun for me to do this again. I love playing this game, and, you know, it's definitely a game I wish more MMOs would capture the spirit of, and kind of I wish Cabal 2 would have captured the spirit of, but unfortunately it was a massive fucking failure and a piece of garbage, but you know, it is what it is. There's a lot of plot holes that go into Cabal 2 that I don't even want to even begin talking about, but yeah, so that's it. That's it for Cabal Online. Now, I'm going to go back to making IFSCL videos, and I'm going to also be playing God of War during this time as well, so that should be fun. But yeah, that's it. I don't really have much else to say. I might be making one last part doing Volcanic Citadel, but that'll kind of be like a extra thing. Or maybe even doing the War Clouds quests. I don't know, but thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And oh, you know what? Don't play this game. Now, I made this entire series kind of highlighting how much I love Cabal Online, but I think it's time to finally give a little bit of a prelude, you know, I mean, not a prelude, but like a lapsus of my thoughts of this game in its current state. Well, let me just give you this word of advice. If you've never played this game before, don't play it. If you played this game in the past and wonder if you should come back, don't. Only do so for nostalgia and for completing the story again. If you're somebody who's still playing this game, I'm guessing you're probably in Brazil, and if you're not, what the hell are you doing with your life? Go play something else. I'm not just saying that because this game is old. I'm saying it because the community is trash. It's filled with bots, the game's basically dead, the economy is horrible, SSoft is a really terrible company. I don't know what else to say. Now, I'm sorry for being sort of negative at the end here, but I really... Stop that. I really, really, really can't recommend playing Cabal anymore. Especially after the flop that was Cabal 2, and this game is really, really not worth playing if you haven't been someone who played the game before. So I'm just letting you know. Get out of my shot, dude. Anyways, yeah. With that said, thank you everybody once again for watching, and that's going to be it. So, thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next video or series I make, whatever that is. But yeah, it was fun. Alright, no, actually your gear looks way better than mine, buddy. Oh, he's not even going to let me see his gear now. Alright, anyway, bye. You know, there's only one last thing I wanted to do before we go. Ah, so satisfying.